Y nada, esperen lo mejor y como siempre digo, peace and love.
You know, now we're coming with all energy, not like this fucking pussy right here. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
What was all that fucking shit that you were talking about back then? Look, now this guy's nervous. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. To be honest, you can smile, you do all the fuck you want, but watch. When you step into that ring this Saturday, that's El Monstruo's world, and you're gonna see exactly what the fuck I'm made of.
No! No! BBC! What happened? Ah! God! That press conference was so great, and then everything stopped. It started buffering, the chat lost their minds, and then at the end, no face-off. Oh my God! Up until then, that David Benavidez and David Morrell press conference was crazy.
Put the fight on.
And I gotta tell you guys who I think won the press conference. All right, here we go. David, the Mexican monster, Benavidez has won the press conference. Listen, bro, listen, I'm telling you, it was going to be David Morrell. David Morrell was winning the press conference. I promise. He had that okay, papi type of energy where he showed up with the Thriller jacket.
He was scared.
Right? He showed up with the Thriller shit. I said, oh, he won. He was cool as hell. Talking about peace and love. He was showing imaginary gum. He had a 5 o'clock shadow. He sat down. David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, wanted the smoke. He was about the bullshit immediately. He could not even sit down while he was being introduced. He was so antsy, and then he just started yelling at David Morrell.
When you step into that ring this Saturday, that's El Monstruo's world, and you're gonna see exactly what the fuck I'm made of.
And Morrell was in the pocket. He had it all figured out. That dude was blowing farts. He had fart noises while David Benavidez was talking.
I fought way better fighters than him. Everybody that I fought, they say the same thing. They don't have nothing. Benavidez is the best. And that's exactly what David Morrell's gonna say.
I said Morrell got this. Morrell got this. And then David Benavidez kept poking, kept projecting that negative energy, and he was able to transfer it successfully. And for some reason, it happened when David Benavidez brought up how David Morrell was being phony. Like, you know, you trying to shake my hand in Cali, right?
When in California, he came after me after the press conference and shook my fucking hand. When we were at the face-off in Miami, I tried to shake your hand. You don't want to shake my hand. Did you forget that you fucking shook my hand after the press conference in California? That's why I didn't do nothing.
Bro, si en California, si tú quieres que fuera así, lo hacemos así, miedo no hay. Miedo no hay, papi.
And for some reason, that just made Morrell just lose his shit. Maybe because he felt it was true, right? Or he doesn't like being called phony, or maybe he felt, man, I wish I could take that back. He just started blowing his fuse.
Mentira tuya, mentira tuya, mentira tuya.
And that's when I said the Mexican monster took it. The Mexican monster went on to, because he's already, you know, charismatic. He already has the way with words. He starts saying that Morrell had a penis in his mouth.
Si en California tú tenías todo,
Man, take that dick out of your mouth. I can't understand what you're saying.
And, you know, from then on, it was just kind of downhill. Even when David Morrell tried to get his shit back and get back on his cool shit, it just was tainted. It didn't feel as cool as before because now he was able to trigger you. And once you got triggered, you lost your cool. And it's kind of hard to gain it all the way back, bro. I wish they would have had the face-off. Listen, I think it's going to be an extremely great fight. It's already an extremely great card. I will be calling it this Saturday. And I did bet on my bookie $1,000 on David Benavidez knocking out David Morrell.
My bookie that I want to try.
And really, I see it that way because of David Morrell's style. David Morrell's a violent fighter. He doesn't have that traditional Cuban style. You know, he has a great a great pedigree, has a great amateur background, not really, too experienced in the pros, not too many fights. This is his first pay-per-view main event. And David Morrell, for him to jump in those deep waters with somebody as seasoned as David Benavidez, who's in the prime of his life, a great fighter, fantastic fighter, hard puncher, combination puncher. Did you see David Benavidez show his power? Then show his hand speed. That was just incredible shit. I mean, you just look at David Benavidez, and he's really clicking on all cylinders. I just think David Morrell, he's not like your traditional Cuban fighter. He's going to be fighting violently, and I think that's the fight that David Benavidez wants. And I think David Benavidez is going to show that he has these different wrinkles to his game. I think David Benavidez is going to be the slick fighter here, making a miss and throwing combinations. That jab that Ward is working on. But listen, I do believe in Ronnie Shields. Ronnie Shields is a complete monster. All right, he's a legend in the game. So, he's going to have David Morrell ready. But let me know how you feel in the comments below. ShowBizz for adult. That shit was great. Shout out to David Benavidez and David Morrell for giving us a great press conference. And damn, I wish we would have had a face-off, but we're going to get the fight. That's really what counts. All right, I'm out.